This is Anna with Soul Embrace Tarot. And this has been requested a few times. A couple of times by the subscriber P-I-DIS. And she reminded me, or he, I'm not sure, sorry. I was reminded that I haven't done it yet, and so I had some time and I thought I would go ahead. Now, I know who Jonathan Bailey is only because I watched Bridgerton. Otherwise, I wouldn't know who he is. I know he's done Wicked and all that other stuff, but I don't, yeah. So, I didn't know about this show that he was on with Matt Bomer. I didn't know who Matt Bomer was till this request came in, and I looked it up because I'm like, I don't know who this person is. So as we all know, I'm out of the loop. So let's just see what happens. I've asked Spirit to connect me with the energy associated with the dynamic between them. They were or are, I don't know if the series continues or not, but they've been in a series together, and I don't know much about it. I didn't research it. I don't have time for that. I have too much stuff going on, but I will do the reading to see what comes through. Sometimes it's better not to know too much, and then sometimes I regret not knowing, so we'll see what comes through. The dynamic between them, Spirit. Let's see. Here, let's start here. The dynamic, Spirit, between Jonathan Bailey and Matt Bomer. I saw a little clip of them as I was trying to visualize their faces because I need to be able to picture them. Both very, very handsome people. Very handsome. And I did find that Matt Bomer is married and has children. So, hold on, Wendy. What's next? Am I starting my reading? Spirit, the dynamic between Matt and Jonathan. The dynamic between them, Spirit. The real life dynamic, not in the program. Oh. Well. Interesting. Well, okay. They're both very beautiful. Okay, very handsome. So that plays a role in, they're very self-aware, not just of themselves as individuals, but as their 3D selves. They understand that they're very attractive. And that's part of their identity, you understand? And so they're very hyper aware of that in the dynamic of when they interact with each other and how other people interact with them. It's hard to miss. So self-image and is very much a part of, but there's also an awareness, a self-awareness that happens. I feel there's a strong bond here between them. Because I'm tapping into the dynamic, so the energy between them, right? And what occurs there, what has occurred there. I feel like them having to come together to interact and get to know each other for this project that they worked on allowed them to really, in their personal selves, opened up ways of expressing themselves. Perhaps, when you have to interact with a person so much, it's hard to not rub off on each other and to influence and inspire and affect each other in many ways. So let's see what else we get there. There's a lot to unpack in this card. It's almost like them coming together or meeting each other. I don't know when they met, if they met before interacting in this project, but the fact that they've come together for that purpose of that project has allowed them to open up doors of self-awareness within each other as individuals. So it's been like, a pretty momentous sort of experience, which can come from a pre-existing bond that was already there before meeting, that kind of spiritual stuff that is a mystery to us, or just this being two beings coming together to interact that has an effect of self-awareness or awakening of some type. It's a pretty strong bond. Okay. Spirit, again, let's see how we do this, how it kind of pans out. Since I don't know them very well, I don't know, I'm still looking at the dynamic, so we can look at it that way, and then if it separates itself into one and the other, I can go that way. Let's see what happens here. Let me shuffle this one more time. Their coming together was like a gateway or a portal of some type. It sounds really like, ooh, but because it's a portal upon, like, doorway opening to another doorway so it either has provided an environment of opportunities to present themselves to each of them as individuals, or maybe to each other together, or maybe collaborating again, or just the fact that they've created this project or participated in that project has opened up avenues of expression for them as individuals. They have a beautiful connection, let me tell you. Very, you see, like, I mean, I in that show, they're a couple, aren't they? They're very harmonious together. And this is like that, again, they're just energetically speaking, it allows them clarity of mind, clarity of speech. In other words, like, one is supported by the other in speaking out or speaking about things. I don't know, whatever that is. It was inevitable that this coming together creates a successful experience. There's a lot of harmony there. Really beautiful energy for them. Yeah, new beginnings. There's some emotional loss. Let's see what that's about. That could be, I mean, again, when people work together in such intimate ways in a project, like a program or whatever, it's very difficult, I believe. It takes a real strength, even though Matt Bomer is married, and I think has been married for a while. It's inevitable to develop feelings or a closeness that maybe cannot be expressed fully or participated in fully. I don't know why I'm being so cautious. But it feels like I'll look at the emotional loss. I feel like there may be a sadness here in not being able to fully participate in a relationship together. They're very bonded. They're very, I don't know how close they are in real life. I'm seeing this as if they are very harmonious together. Let's take a look now. Let's start clarifying spirit, because I'm just going to complicate it. I'm complicating it. Let's put you a little bit further up. I want to look at this first. With this, is there anything else you want to tell me? I don't know. I'm sensing this is Jonathan for some reason. But it could be the other one. The other one? Sorry, Matt. You want to tell me about this, spirit? What is that about? Yeah, you see, there's the collaboration. Really nice. There's the teamwork. That's the collaboration there. But the, yeah, oh, hold on. This person, whoever this is, whether it's Jonathan or Matt, is feeling undervalued. That there are strings attached to this bond. You interpret that however you want. You may know more about them than I do. But, no, you definitely know more about them than I do. Let's make that clear. It's been fun interacting in this dynamic. It's been really fun, and it was like playing almost, with a childlike kind of sense of the curiosity of allowing yourself to just play and have fun with whatever it is. So maybe within the roles that they were playing, you know, they were given leeway to play within the roles that they had or have. I hope that makes sense. I feel like whoever this is, whichever one of the two, seems to have caught feelings. And that's something that has to be processed, because for whatever reason, you know, whatever it is, one of them is married, has a commitment, has a family. And so you can't, yeah. So that person that caught feelings is very trying to focus on career, trying to focus on, you know, tell me what that's about. to distract themselves from those feelings. Okay? It was fun. We were playing. We had fun. We were given permission to play and to be open and fully dive into what we were doing. But that creates an opportunity for someone to develop some feelings. And I feel that that may have happened here. I don't know if they've stopped working together, if that project ended, if it was canceled. You see, I should have researched it, but I'm not gonna do that now. So, yeah, it was just really beautiful co-creation, very beautiful. I see a reunion, so that's why I'm thinking, did they stop filming, or did it go away? Was it canceled? Tell me more. There's a gnat flying around here. It's driving me insane. I can't kill it. There's no way of killing it. How do they even come in here? Sorry. Because you're going to see it. You're going to see it flying around. It's driving me crazy. Oh, tell me more about this. This. What the hell? This? Can we look at this? Please. One. Thank you. No, you gave me more than one. You snuck those other two in. Oh, it's 3. You're crazy. Ugh. You see, whoever it was that caught feelings is someone who is making themselves really busy with their career, focusing on what their purpose is in life, which is to focus on whatever it is their career is, right? Obviously, entertainment, acting, that type of thing. So they're trying to focus on that. They've received a lot of success and achievement because of that. But there's still an internal processing there that is that person feels an emotional loss there, and not being able to really fully develop whatever the feelings were that happened here. And so that's causing a going within to try and solve that, to try and heal that. Because there's a lot of activity on social media. I keep feeling like this is Jonathan. Because I don't know who Matt Bomer is, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't know who most of the people are on movies and all of that. I've sort of disconnected from all that for years now. So just because I don't know Matt Bomer doesn't mean other people don't know him. But to me, the more active one, or the one that I'm drawn, that I notice more in my just social media, whatever, is Jonathan Bailey. Maybe it's because my algorithm brings it to me, right? So I don't know. But I feel like he's receiving recognition for his work. He's receiving a lot of success, and his plans are coming to fruition. I feel like his career is taking a really good track. He's focused on that, but there's still a hurt there involving this collaboration of this with this individual. And that's something that's internal. That's an internal processing. He's felt, maybe because he's been so busy and has achieved so much, got received recognition for his work. He's really busy participating in like public speaking things or interviews or stuff like that. It's delayed the healing of whatever this thing is that he's feeling here. Is delaying it. But it's a situation that he needs to sort out, or else he won't really be able to move forward. If this is Jonathan, move forward into a relationship of his own. I mean, I don't know if I couldn't find within my quick research if he was in a relationship. I didn't see anything. He's really heading into a huge success for himself in his career, okay, Jonathan. And he's really easy to work with. He's really, he's a team player kind of thing. But, you know, he has his things that he worries about. And it has to do with, he has some anxieties. He has anxieties. Interacting with Matt, now this became about Jonathan. It's almost as if he has anxiety, Jonathan, and when they've interacted together, Matt's energy helps to calm him down. It has that effect on Jonathan. What is that about? Tell me about that. Whoa. I'm not taking all that. I'll keep this one. That doesn't make sense to me. Fine, give me another one. I feel Jonathan may have someone in his life. This became about Jonathan. I guess this is a Jonathan reading with just a cameo for Matt. Sorry. I feel that Jonathan has a person in his life that is very demanding. It feels like it could be a mother figure. Who is very, perhaps, or someone in his life who has very maybe religious or strict beliefs and doesn't look kindly upon his lifestyle. I have no other words to use for that. That's something that he that's a person that's very insecure and very selfish, because so that's something that he's dealing with, or I guess that's something that he maybe grew up with. Those are things that he has to work through. Jonathan needs some healing. There's still some inner wounding there that has to be healed on his end. Because that person has been influential in his life, and he carries that with him a little bit. There's some energetic ties there that he has with that individual who's very strict, kind of conventional, sort of traditional beliefs, and does not approve, very hot-tempered, very demanding, pushy kind of person, but that is also jealous of his success that he's receiving. I don't know why that came through. Honestly, no idea why that's come through here, but Jonathan has the tools to be able to heal himself and to tap into that part of himself that develops a confidence in dealing with that type of attitude or belief system. There's maybe more than one person that he comes across that have those beliefs, right? Oh, I don't agree with or approve of what you're doing, or this lifestyle that you have, that kind of thing, you know, that may be common in his life, or just one person that has a strong influence or has had a strong influence on him. He has the ability to be able to heal from that, but you know, it's a hang up. That's a baggage that he has. I don't know why it came through here, but we're pushing it aside. He needs to be able to communicate clearly to that person. That's something that requires time and processing and healing within. That's a lifelong process sometimes. Confronting someone who is so difficult like that, but has been so influential in your life, right? That's something that has to be processed. You're guided by your intuition, that kind of thing. I don't know if that's true that he deals with that, but it came through, so I thought I would mention it. Well, tell me about this here. Let's move this. Tell me about the new beginning. I feel like that's Jonathan. This is a Jonathan reading, for sure. I started with their dynamic, but they're wanting to focus now on just Jonathan. So that's okay, whatever. We can bring it back maybe, because I feel like this is connected to both of them, this reunion here. So let's see what that is. I want to look at this first, the new beginnings. Here. I mean, there's a lot of success coming for him. It's like it's coming towards him. Like success is chasing him. He has so many opportunities available to him, Jonathan. It's crazy, okay? And it doesn't feel toxic or distorted in any way. He has his issues he has to work through. He may have gotten attached, emotionally speaking, in a situation that didn't warrant that. That was maybe inappropriate, but we can't control how we feel. You can control your behavior. You can't control how you feel, but you can control how you behave with those feelings, how you handle those feelings, and how you interact with them and use them in your life, right? That you can control. You can control your behavior. You can't necessarily control your feelings, but so if he developed feelings, as an example, because it's kind of what I'm getting, that he developed feelings for Matt, then that's something he's controlling. it's a loss within him, obviously, because it's something he can't pursue, but that's something he has to heal within himself. In the meantime, his career is just exploding. There's just success, and it all stems from his determination to focus on his career, which is something that I don't get from Luke Newton, for example. I don't get that kind of drive that I'm seeing here from Jonathan. He's very focused, very driven, and success is matching that energy that he's bringing to it. And in particular, I believe because of his ability to be comfortable with expressing his truth, whatever that means. Maybe having to do with his sexual I don't know how do you say that anymore. Is it orientation? I don't know how you say it. Lifestyle. Let's call it lifestyle, I guess. His being free to express and talk about that has also opened some doors for him, where in the past it would have closed doors. I feel like we're in a different time, even though there's still challenges and difficulties with that, all of that. I feel that it's a time where it's more acceptable than it was before. So I feel that alone is opening doors for him. I hope that makes sense. He's very focused. You see, he has he's very strong-willed, okay? And so he doesn't let he may have regrets, and he understands that there's mistakes that are made, and that's part of life, but he's able to push that stuff aside. I don't know what that means, but we're leaving that. So I want you to, because I don't want this to be too long, tell me about this reunion. I mean, honestly, this connection between Jonathan and Matt, there's a mutual attraction there. But maybe I'll look at Matt just a little bit as an individual. Give me a little bit more about that. Making amends. Who is he in the outs with? I don't know if they separated, if it was him and Matt. That there's a separation there, and there's a coming together here. If there was there's a thing about making amends. I don't know enough about them, I'm sorry. But there's like an opportunity to come to get back together here and sharing truths, making amends here. It's like the justice coming in to settle something that was out of sync, brings it back in sync. I don't know. I hope that's making sense to someone, because I don't know. I don't know. The foundation is established there. There was already a foundation established with two people that are coming back together. There's a reconciliation here. Making amends, bringing justice to a situation that was out of alignment. Because there was already a foundation of a connection. I don't know. All right, that's it. This is just a little bits and pieces here, because I'm not sure how to tie this together. Maybe I should have done more research. What's that about? Oh, this could be Jonathan, because this was clarifying the reunion card. Jonathan may have had an out, how do you say that, like a falling out with that person represented up there with the demanding kind of strict belief systems person. So there, I feel a reunion there. It's a family situation. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that belongs to Jonathan or if it belongs to Matt. I may be wrong on who it belongs to, but I feel the focus of the reading went to Jonathan. So for those of you that know more, you may be able to dissect the pieces, because their energies are mixing for me here. But I see where there was a foundation first. This foundation could be family foundation. I see a family feud here, and I'm seeing that connection up there, of that really harsh person. There may have been a falling out with that person, and there's a reconciliation here, just because it's maybe something legally speaking. Something about inheritance, contracts, inheritance. There's and they're having to come back together just for that purpose. And maybe there's opportunity for reconciliation on an emotional level there. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to clarify that for you. It allows, this opportunity allows for this person to set priorities so that they can kind of figure out what needs to be done. Yeah, sorry. Is there anything specifically about Matt's spirit? Just in case I've confused things here. Well, I feel like they've really inspired each other to go through a transformation of some kind. They crossed paths for that purpose. I don't know why. You see the gnat? I still didn't get it. Sorry, cards. I didn't mean to use you as a fly swatter. It's driving me crazy. Tell me more about Matt. I was gonna call him Nat. Tell me about Matt. He's standing his ground on something. He's going through his own transformation. It's almost like they're both going through shit. Isn't everyone? On a personal level, he's standing his ground on something. But, oh, that's interesting. In his marriage, he's standing his ground. Something is transforming in his relationship. Okay. That's interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more about that. He's standing his ground on something within his relationship, his marriage. Because he's on. Oh, wow. Oh, this got interesting. Matt, because of the connection with Jonathan, again, like I mentioned in the beginning, they've each undergone individual, it was like a kind of reaction. They stepped into each other's energy, and it was like individual adjustments, individual learning, individual growth, individual awareness of things, because that happens. People come into your life to cause that kind of stirring of you, for you, within you, for you to look at your stuff and process so you can grow. And I feel that that's happening here, and it's affecting his marriage. It's complicated. There's some complications in his marriage. Oh boy. But, well, there's patience needed because he's growing. Oh. Oh. Emperor in reverse here. There's some strife possible. It's gotten a little complicated, the relationship that he has with his husband. It's a strong connection that he has. However, there is there's some father issues. Okay. Why are you complicating my life? Want to tell me more about this? No, one. Well, someone's feeling guilty about something. It's been affecting his marriage. It's gotten a little complicated. Patience is needed. They have a strong bond, okay? But someone's upset. Someone's become... Here, you want to clarify? Just the father, the emperor? Just the emperor. Oh, because, I mean, I'm hearing a whole conversation here. I don't know. You haven't been around enough. You haven't been around enough, right? For our family, you haven't been around enough. So that's creating some kind of a little bit of an upheaval. But as individuals, when you grow as an individual, you have to maintain clear communication with your partner to allow for the partner to want to catch up with your growth. Because if not, it becomes stagnant, people stop talking, and that's how they separate. There's a lot of love there. There's soulmate energy here too. So, it's difficult. Someone's feeling some guilt, and it may be Matt that is feeling guilty because he's been hearing this. You're not around enough. You haven't been around enough. The kids need you. The kids, whatever. And he's coming across his husband as a little bit inflexible because to build a career, to become successful, to pursue your purpose, sometimes, yes, it requires sacrifice from everyone when you have a family. But some people aren't understanding of that because the kids didn't sign up for you to be gone for so long or such long periods of time. Like, I'm hearing all that in my head right now. Yeah, and Matt's feeling is coming through as Matt feeling really guilty, a lot of inner turmoil, indecision about what do I do then? And that's tough. That's something that has to be hashed out and talked about. But he's sort of standing his ground, like, I'm claiming my ability to be successful in my career and to pursue my career. So he's transforming, it's affecting the relationship here. It's a solid relationship, but there's challenges that are happening here. Patience is needed on both sides. He's probably telling him, you need to be patient, because this doesn't happen overnight or blah, 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 whatever. Okay. Oh, gosh. I hope I didn't confuse everyone, but that's what I got. Anything, yeah. One last thing regarding this dynamic between Matt and Jonathan, since I know people want to hear that. I told you enough. They're getting, because of their work, they're both getting recognition and are being, given the accolades for that. So they're coming together in whatever this project was, is something that is catapulting them into their careers and success if they so choose that path, right? There may be challenges here. There's challenges here too for Jonathan if this is accurate. Again, please, this is all just, don't take things so seriously. Just, it's energy. I am reading energy, but the energy shifts and changes within microseconds. And people's behaviors are all about their free will. Something can be destined for someone. Again, I say this all the time because I know people forget. You can be destined for something to happen, but if you decide to go against that, then that's where your life goes. You decide what to do and what not to do. So, okay. I think that's where I'm leaving it. I hope that helped anybody, the person that requested it. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, my soul embraces yours. Namaste. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.